Building credit from scratch can be a daunting task, especially if you don't know where to start. But don't worry, we're here to help. In this video, we'll give you a step-by-step guide on how to build credit from scratch. We'll cover everything from understanding credit scores to building credit history, and we'll provide you with some tips and tricks along the way. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of what it takes to build credit from scratch and how to do it successfully. So grab a pen and paper and let's get started. The first step in building credit from scratch is understanding credit scores. Your credit score is a 3-digit number that represents your credit worthiness. It's based on your credit history and how you've managed credit in the past. Credit scores range from 300 to 850, with higher scores indicating better credit worthiness. Lenders use your credit score to determine whether to approve your credit applications and what interest rates to offer you. A good credit score can help you qualify for better credit cards, loans, and even lower insurance premiums. To build credit from scratch, you need to start by establishing credit history. This means opening a credit account and using it responsibly. We'll cover more on how to do this in the next segment. But for now, remember that your credit score is an important factor in building credit from scratch, and it's essential to understand how it works. Now that you understand credit scores, let's talk about how to build credit history. The first step is to open a credit account. This can be a credit card, a personal loan, or a secured credit card. If you're new to credit, you may need to start with a secured credit card. This type of card requires a security deposit which serves as collateral in case you don't make your payments. Once you have a credit account, it's important to use it responsibly. This means making your payments on time and keeping your balances low. Your payment history and credit utilization are two of the most important factors in your credit score. To build credit history, you should aim to use your credit account regularly but not excessively. This means using your credit card for small purchases and paying off the balance in full each month. Over time, your responsible credit use will be reported to the credit bureaus, and you'll start to build a positive credit history. It's important to be patient and consistent in your credit building efforts. Building credit from scratch takes time, but with responsible credit use, you can establish a solid credit history. Now that you know the basics of building credit from scratch, let's talk about some tips and tricks to help you along the way. First, monitor your credit report regularly. You're entitled to a free credit report from each of the 3 major credit bureaus once a year. Review your credit report for errors or inaccuracies, and dispute any errors you find. Second, consider becoming an authorized user on someone else's credit account. This can help you build credit history without having to open your own account. However, it's important to make sure the primary account holder is responsible with their credit use, as their actions can affect your credit score. Third, avoid applying for too much credit at once. Each time you apply for credit, it results in a hard inquiry on your credit report, which can lower your credit score. Instead, space out your credit applications and only apply for credit when you need it. Finally, consider enrolling in automatic payments or setting up reminders to ensure you make your payment on time. Late payments can have a significant negative impact on your credit score, so it's important to stay on top of your payments. By following these tips and tricks, you can build credit from scratch and establish a solid credit history. Congratulations, you've made it to the end of our step-by-step guide on how to build credit from scratch. We've covered everything from understanding credit scores to building credit history, and provided you with some tips and tricks along the way. Remember, building credit from scratch takes time and patience, but with responsible credit use, you can establish a solid credit history. Monitor your credit report regularly, use credit responsibly, and make your payments on time. By following these steps, you'll be on your way to building a strong credit score and qualifying for better credit cards, loans, and other financial products. Thanks for watching, and good luck on your credit building journey.